Beis luggage has gone viral on social media over the past few years, but is it really worth the price? After owning and using the Beis carry-on roller for over 2 years, almost 3 years now, I have some honest thoughts. And it's time I give you a really in-depth review of the Beis carry-on roller so you can decide for yourself whether Beis is worth the money. I am going to be brutally honest in this video. We're going over all of the dents and the scratches and rips that this bag has taken over the past couple years, as well as the features that I love and why I continue to use it trip after trip. If you do decide that the Beis carry-on is the luggage for you, I do have a $20 off link. If you use my link in the description, you can get $20 off your first purchase of Beis over $100 or more, I believe. So that would cover that carry-on luggage. Get $20 off. Big savings. Use my link in the description. First, let's review the exterior of the Beis carry-on. Starting with the hard shell exterior of the Beis carry-on luggage, the first front-facing feature that you see is the multi-purpose strap. You can use this strap to attach small bags, duty-free bags from the airport, headphone cases, or small personal items to your luggage to keep you hands-free in the airport. I personally find this strap especially useful when I'm in the airport bathroom. When I don't want a handheld airport bag, such as like a duty-free bag or a small belt bag to touch the airport floor while I'm using the restroom, I'll put it on that strap so it stays off the dirty airport bathroom floor without me having to hold it or put it on a hook or anything. Next, a padded luggage handle is a luxury on travel days that I did not know I needed until I had the Beis carry-on roller. Not only does this padded handle make lugging your suitcase around the airport much more comfortable, but it's also built with a cool neoprene material so you don't sweat as you're gripping onto your handle. I've also noticed that this extra padded level of comfort helps me not grip my handle as much on those stressful travel days. So it's just overall a lot more comfortable, and that cool neoprene material is really nice. Whenever I do one of these Beis product reviews, which by the way, I do have 2 other Beis product review videos going over 20 different products total, so I'll link those in the description. Whenever I do one of these videos, I always have to commend the Beis product team for coming up with features that are just so genius and so helpful on travel days. And one of these features on the exterior of the Beis carry-on is the 2 different zippers that differentiate the luggage opener versus the luggage expander. The zippers that actually open the suitcase are slim, shaped to fit into the built-in lock that I'll detail later. And the zipper that opens the 2-inch expander, on the other hand, is a larger rounded zipper. With these zippers, you'll never accidentally open the expander when you're trying to open your luggage or vice versa. That's really nice. Furthermore, of course, durability is one of the most important things to consider when you're buying a new piece of luggage. And the Beis carry-on roller wheels have proven to be very durable, as I've never had any wheel loosen or break over the almost 3 years of using this suitcase. Some suitcase spinner wheels are cheaply made and break off, but this is not the case so far with the Beis luggage from my experience. Although, to play devil's advocate, my husband does have the level 8 luggage, and those spinner wheels seem to wheel a lot smoother on airport carpet than the Beis carry-on roller wheels. And as I alluded to earlier, the Beis carry-on roller does come with a TSA approved lock. Once you set up your lock code, you can lock all of your belongings in your suitcase, secure from any theft, yet your bag still adheres to TSA regulations. So if TSA needs to access your bag for a random bag check, etc., they can. When you purchase your Beis carry-on, you can set your own 3-digit code for the lock, and it comes with a little card with instructions to do so. Another impressive feature on the Beis carry-on roller exterior is the weight indicator. It's located on the side handle, and when you lift the suitcase with the handle, the indicator will inform you whether your bag is over or under the standard regulated 50 pounds for checked baggage. If your bag is overweight, the indicator will light up red. If your baggage is under 50 pounds and within that 50-pound regulated limit, then you'll be in the clear. No red color will flash. However, like I said, this is going to be a brutally honest video, so even though the majority of these exterior features are genius, I cannot make an honest review of this bag without talking about the scuffing that happens. After 2+ years of thorough use, I must admit defeat on suitcase scuffing. My hard shell case has picked up a variety of scratches and scuff marks just from some everyday travel wear and tear. But I also should mention that most of these markings are due to checking the luggage. Since I've gotten a few scratches and scuff marks, I did invest in a matching carry-on luggage cover from Beis for my suitcase, and I haven't gotten any more scuffs since purchasing that cover, so I definitely think it's worth it. But beforehand, when I would have to check my carry-on roller, I did get several scratches and scuffs. This is a known complaint among other Beis luggage owners too, but luckily some scuffing victims have said that those scuff marks can be erased with a magic eraser sponge. I have not personally tried this yet, but I don't see why it wouldn't work, because who doesn't love a magic eraser? Also, it is worth noting that although the Beis carry-on is a hard shell, it is not technically waterproof. So that's just something to keep in mind if you're looking for waterproof luggage. So that covers the exterior of the Beis carry-on. Let's go to the interior next, because the interior has some of my personal favorite features of the entire carry-on suitcase. The Beis carry-on is a clamshell, which basically just means it opens half and half. And the interior has several different features, such as several pockets, a built-in wet bag, which I'll talk about in a second, compression straps, and a removable compression strap, and more. It also comes with branded drawstring bags for shoes and or dirty laundry that I find useful especially for packing shoes in my suitcase. And thanks to these features, I have successfully packed carry-on only for 2-week-plus long trips. So now let's go into those features in a little bit more detail. The left side of the Beis carry-on interior includes a full zipper flap to keep your belongings organized inside the deep compartment. On the zipper flap, there are 2 large zipper pockets, one regular pocket and one clear water-resistant pocket that acts as a built-in wet bag. This smart built-in wet bag is perfect, especially on beach vacations when you might have a wet swimsuit that you have to pack on your way back home. Put it in the wet bag and it keeps all of your other belongings from getting soggy. It's also useful for dirty clothes that you might acquire on hiking trips or dirty camping trips. It is easily my favorite feature of the Beis carry-on. However, unfortunately this year it did rip. So my wet bag is no longer totally waterproof. I still do use it, but the items that I put in it still can definitely fall out, unfortunately. But again, like I said, this is an honest review. I still love this suitcase, but I'm really disappointed that the wet bag has broken. On the right side of the clamshell, there are 2 compression straps to keep all of your packed clothing tightly secure. I use the Beis packing cubes to pack my clothes in this suitcase, and I find that using 2 of the larger packing cubes on that side fits perfectly. And with those compression straps, it keeps those packing cubes nice and secure and packed down as much as possible. And there's also a long zipper pocket located along the left side of the left compartment, which is ideal for smaller packable items like charging cords or jewelry. I find that I typically don't use this pocket, but it is a nice extra pocket nonetheless. The suitcase also comes with an optional full-size compression flap that I know a lot of travelers and Beis users love. I have yet to use it, actually. I almost always remove it for my trips just because I do tend to stuff my suitcase full. When you're stuffing your suitcase full, sometimes there is no room for extras, even if that extra is a compression flap. If you do use the compression flap, there are 2 additional zipper pockets on that flap, one mesh pocket and one regular pocket. Now let's talk about the Beis carry-on dimensions, because this is very controversial in the Beis luggage space. The Beis carry-on dimensions for the standard carry-on roller, different than the small Beis carry-on, including the wheels and handles, are 22.8 inches in height, 15.7 inches in width, and 9.8 inches in depth. Unpacked, it weighs 8.36 pounds, which is definitely not the lightest luggage if you're looking for the lightest suitcase possible. And the dimensions of the interior of the suitcase, so you can tell how thick the suitcase hard shell is, are 21 inches in height, 14.5 inches in width, and 9.8 inches in depth. Now, here's where the controversy comes in. The US standard regulations for a carry-on suitcase are slightly smaller than the Beis carry-on, measuring at 22 inches in height, 14 inches in width, and 9 inches in depth. So as you can see, the Beis carry-on is technically bigger than these USA standard carry-on dimensions. So this begs the question, does the Beis carry-on fit in the overhead compartment? I get asked this question all the time. I see it asked online all the time in Reddit forums and Beis Facebook groups. And the answer is yes, but ultimately it depends on the aircraft. I have personally never had an issue carrying on this luggage. This is my personal experience. I do know that some other Beis users have had other experiences, but I have never had an issue carrying on this suitcase into a plane and fitting it in the overhead compartment. I've also never been questioned by airline personnel at check-in or at the gate about whether it's too big or not, although some Beis users do report having had to check it at the gate because the roller was too big. The exception to my personal experience is on small regional aircraft that have very limited, if any, overhead compartment for full-size carry-on roller bags anyway, like no matter if it's the Beis or another large carry-on. This is only really at regional airports, regional airlines that I've had this issue. But even this isn't an issue of whether the Beis carry-on fits in the overhead compartment, but rather this is an issue of if there will be space for any carry-on luggage at all. So check with your airline, especially if you're taking any regional airlines outside of a smaller airport, not in a major city. And to solve this dilemma, like I mentioned earlier, I always travel with my Beis carry-on luggage cover so that in case it's checked at the gate, I don't feel like it's going to get scuffed or scratched any more than if I were to carry it on. Oh, and there was one instance on a larger aircraft on Southwest Airlines on a larger Boeing. I did have to check my Beis carry-on at the gate. However, I was flying standby, which means I was the very last person on the plane, and therefore there was no more space in the overhead compartment. Again, this is not an issue of whether the Beis suitcase was too big to fit in the overhead compartment, but more of an issue that there just was no space in the overhead compartment. It was already full with everyone else's luggage on the plane by the time the standbys were cleared. So I did have to check there, but again, like I said, I always feel covered because I travel with that luggage cover, so I'm not worried about checking my bag in terms of keeping the bag nice and not scratched and not scuffed. Okay, so there is my full in-depth review of the Beis carry-on roller. I try to be as honest and unbiased as possible. However, it is ultimately up to you whether you think that this luggage is worth it. Let me know what you think. Is it worth it or not in the comments? I would be very curious to hear your experiences and whether you think it's worth it. If you're interested in learning about any of my other Beis products, you can watch my part 1 and part 2 Beis product reviews that I will put here. Other than that, I will see you in the next video. So for now, ciao.